Hi, I'm Hannah, this is Piles of Books, and today I'm going to be sharing the titles that I have for my kids to read in our second term of school. So in my last video where I kind of gave an update and talked about coming back, I said that I wanted to basically just try to film just one video per week and talk about, what I've read in the past week. So since I just told you about the 3 books that I'm reading and the 2 that I'm listening to currently, I thought that I would not do that today and do what my kids will be reading for school, and then next week I can get on to what I read, because hopefully I will have finished all my books and I will be starting some new ones. I have a 9-year-old 4th grade boy and a 7-year-old 2nd grade girl, and our homeschool year starts at the beginning of the calendar year. So we just finished term 1, which was 12 weeks of school, but it was longer than 12 weeks of time because I had twins in February, in case you missed my last video. At the beginning of each term, I just make a book list for them, and sometimes they get through all the books, sometimes they don't get through all the books. I'm pretty confident that they will get through all of the books that I have for them before the term is over this time, but it is going to be summer here soon, and I only require them to read for a little bit each day. This summer it'll probably be like 30 minutes a day that they have to read from their school books. I pull from a few different lists, and I will share about those in just a minute. But I either just write the titles down, or if we own them, I go ahead and compile them into a basket, and then they can just choose. For the most part, I let them choose what they want to read next. This is going to be a little bit different because our history study that we do as a family, some of the books relate to that, and then some of the books relate to the science unit that we are doing. So I will have them read those at specific times. But other than that, they will get to pick and choose what they want to read when. So, like I said, I pull from a few different book lists. Currently, right now, we're using the Ambleside Online book list, the John Senior 1000 Good Books list, and the Robinson Curriculum book list. I think that's it. I think most of these came from those, or they were just books that we own that I wanted them to read. So I'm going to talk about my 2nd graders first, and then we will talk about my 4th graders. So this is her basket here, and she's got quite a few titles. She is, it took her longer to learn to read than it did my oldest, but she has caught up and is just devouring books left and right. So I had to find some books that she hasn't already read, and I'm excited about this term's book list for her. The first one is A Grain of Rice by Helena Claire Pittman. So she is going to read this. It'll actually be towards the end of the term when we do a little bit more on ancient China. And then she has this Ibeka reader, Kind and Brave. And this, The Riddle of the Rosetta Stone by James Cross Giblin, The Key to Ancient Egypt. I had actually gotten this for my son, my 4th grader, and he flew through it in an afternoon, so I didn't realize that the font was quite so big. I read this several years ago, quite a few years ago actually, and I don't really remember it, but I remember enjoying it, and he really liked it and thought that she would enjoy it as well. The next one is Tree in the Trail by H.C. Halling. We love the H.C. Halling books around here. She has not read this one yet. She has read a few of the others. This is the geography book, I believe, for year 2 in Ambleside Online. So I'm going to have her, she's not just going to sit and read this all the way through. She's going to do, I haven't decided yet if she'll just read like a chapter per day, probably just a chapter per day, which is one, it's one spread. So there's text here and then a large picture here. So she is looking forward to this one because her brother has read it multiple times and always raves about it. The next one is Lulu's Library by Louisa May Alcott. This is a book of short stories. And she hasn't read any Louisa May Alcott on her own yet, so I thought this would be a good place to start for her. And I got this recommendation, I guess, from the John Senior list. as well as A Little Princess. She has read, or maybe, I can't remember if she's read on her own The Secret Garden or if we just read it out loud together, but anyway, she's been wanting to read this one, and I've been putting it off till she was just a bit older, but I think she's ready for it now. The next one is, this will be a really easy book for her. This is Meet Kirsten, the first in the Kirsten American Girl series. My goal with this is that she will be interested in reading the rest of them. There's 6 books for each girl, so I'm hoping that she will enjoy this enough to pick up the other Kirsten books. Next is Mr. Popper's Penguins. This book is from the Ambleside Online Year 2 free reading list, so she'll do that one. Viking Tales by Jenny Hall. This is an Ambleside Online book too, and I can't remember if it's for Year 1 or Year 2. We read several of these last fall, but then we didn't finish the book, and she's been asking to finish it, so she's just going to begin again from the beginning and read all the way through that one. This is the next one here. Will also, well, I don't know, it's a short book, but it'll be a little bit of a challenge for her, and that is The Pied Piper of Hamelin by Robert Browning, and this one is illustrated by Kate Greenaway. We love the Kate Greenaway books around here. So she will read through this story. We've read this multiple times, this edition and other editions, so she is familiar with this story, but she will read it on her own now. And the next 2 go along with our science unit study. We're going to be doing whales for the next few weeks. So I have The Magic School Bus, The Wild Whale Watch. These books are by no means high literature, but they are fascinating, and my kids have learned a lot from these little chapter books as well as the picture books. I don't know if they've ever actually watched. They might not even know that The Magic School Bus is a show. Don't know. And the next one is The Magic Treehouse, Fact Tracker, Narwhals, and Other Whales. So actually both my kids will read these, and they can read, these each in a day, like an afternoon each. So those will be pretty quick. The last one I have for her is a bit different, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to split this up for her, but I have this old set. It's the Boys and Girls Bookshelf. This particular edition is from 1912, I believe. I don't know if you can hear my 3-year-old upstairs, but he's trying to play quietly. I think this is from 1912, but I can't, I'm not totally for sure. Anyway, this title is Famous Tales and Laughter Stories. So it's just a ton of different stories about different things. There's, a whole plethora of things. So she is just going to read, I'll probably have her read like a little bit from this each day and split it up over the whole term, which will be 12 weeks. So those are all of her books, and like I said, I think she can easily get through most of these, and if she doesn't get through all of them, it's completely okay. This is just, I would rather sit down and make a list for each of them that's too big than have to get my list back out and rethink about things in 4 weeks when they read through it all, which that could happen this time too. I don't know. We'll see. I will grab my son's basket and we will go over his books now. So like I said, he's going to be reading both of those whale books, and I will also, I'm not sure if he's read the A Grain of Rice book or not, and if he hasn't, he is also going to read that one. The next book I have for him, this is a big one, The American Story by Jennifer Armstrong. This is like all the way from the beginning. What do we have? Like 1565, the first city, clear up to modern history. I guess the last one is 2000. So anyway, he will be doing this, and this is he's just going to read I need to count them. I can't remember how many there are, but he's going to do like 1 or 2 pages a day or spreads a day. It's like a tree in the trail where it's for the most part, most of them are like 1 page of text, and then this one's actually 2 pages and then a picture. So he'll do that spread out over the whole term. The next one is Bambi. This is from the Ambleside online free reading list. I have seen the movie a ton of times, but I've never read the book, so I'll probably kind of read this with him or stay a little bit ahead of him. The next one is a narrative of the life of David Crockett by himself. I think this book is recommended on the for like his age group, kind of on the Robinson curriculum list. And then this one, 10 Boys Who Made a Difference. This has Augustine, John Knox, Martin Luther, John Calvin, John Hughes, Hugh Latimer, Ulrich Zwingli, William Tyndale, Thomas Chalmers, and Lord Shaftesbury. So he'll read this. They're just short stories about each of those men. Black Beauty. Again, this is probably one I have read the book, but it's been a handful of years, and it's on the year 4 Ambleside online list, but I don't know. This is one I don't really foresee him liking, so I'll probably kind of reread it and stay a little bit ahead of him with that. Okay, the next one is Little Men. So on the Robinson curriculum list, he would be reading like Little Women and Little Men. I'm not going to make him read Little Women. He probably would read it and be fine with it, but I do plan to do that one as a read aloud this winter anyway. So he's going to do Little Men, which we have done as a read aloud before, and he loved it, but it's been a couple years. So he's going to do that one, and then he's going to do Joe's Boys. I got this. I don't own Joe's Boys, so I got it from the library, and I don't know if he's going to be thrilled with the cover, but that's okay. The next one is Lassie Come Home by Eric Knight. This is on the Ambleside online free reads list. Okay, this one, it's His Majesty Queen Hatshepsut by Dorothy Sharp Carter. This goes along with our ancient history study, and I have not read this one, so I do want to reread it here quickly before he does. And then, this is one that they will both read. I put it in his box to begin with. This is I Begin with Spring, the Life and Seasons of Henry David Thoreau. So I saw this at the library, and I thought the illustrations looked really nice, and my kids are huge nature lovers, so really anything about a naturalist like this is going to be up their alley. Then the last one I have for him, no, actually it's not. Second to last one I have for him is A Whale of the Wild. This book is by the same author who wrote A Wolf Called Wander. I read that last year, and then I immediately had him read it, and he liked it fine. Like he doesn't get super excited about things, so he liked it fine. It wasn't, I don't think, a huge hit for him, but I'm gonna have him do this one. And again, this is one I will probably try to read either as he's reading it or before he gets to it. The last one I have for him is I have to find it. I know I own a copy. I just saw it the other day, but I couldn't find it when I was scanning my shelves really quick. And it is The Children's Homer by Patrick Collum. And he will be doing that here in a few weeks when we get into Greece with our history unit. So those are the books that I have for them. Like I said, they are 9 years old in 4th grade and 7 years old in 2nd grade. This is not all that they read. I just have them read, like, right now, I mean, like, through the fall and winter, they were reading for about 45 minutes and 35 minutes per day. I kind of do 5 minutes per year old that they are, so 45 minutes and 35 minutes, but through the summer, like I said, I'm probably just gonna do like just 30 minutes per day that they have to read from the books that I've chosen for them. I do always keep books on hand. I mean, we have a really extensive home library, but then as I find books at our local library, or I see them online and I'll put them on hold and they'll come in. I do keep lots of books on hand for them to read. So this is not all that they will be reading, but this is what will be required for school, and then what they don't get to this term will just roll over into the next term. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you in the next video.